Hi, I'm Taylor, and this is Beyond the Blue. What have I done? What's your go-to comfort food? Pasta with like a creamy sauce. Like I eat that more times than I'd like to admit. How can I improve my time management skills for the MCAT? That is a big one. So if you're talking time management with handling your study plan and, getting all of that done, I think a really helpful thing is to study early in the morning, because it gets really easy to put off MCAT prep at the end of a long day, after you've had work or school. Another helpful thing is to study in 90-minute increments. That actually really helps for the exam since each of those test sections are 90 or 95 minutes. And so if you can study for that length of time and kind of train your brain that you only have to focus for 90 minutes at a time, then that helps a lot to just kind of know how long those sections feel and get exactly that amount of endurance that you need. What was your first job? I taught swim lessons in high school. I was on the swim team. We got paid $7 an hour. It was freezing. We were not properly trained. It was a bad time. What's your favorite piece of advice you've given about taking the MCAT? My favorite piece of advice is to approach it with curiosity. If you are solely focused on the scores, the accuracy, turns out it's really hard to think about the exam, the reasoning, the questions, when you're fixated on just getting it right or wrong. So if you can develop more of a growth mindset, really emphasize that desire to learn about the test, about the topics, it makes the whole thing feel a lot nicer and also allows you to do much better. Do you have a hidden talent? What is it? You might not suspect by looking at me. I really enjoy electronics. And so I've recently started taking apart old video game consoles to try and fix them, although sometimes they just end up a bit more broken. What's one thing you wish you'd known before starting your MCAT prep? Mainly just that there's not really a rush. I think a lot of people are driven to take it during their junior year so they can apply senior year and go straight into medical school after undergrad. And I don't always know that that's the best move. Gap years are not only normal, but very beneficial. The average age of incoming medical students has been increasing over time. What's the most obscure medical fact you know that always stuns people? This one's honestly horrifying, so brace yourself, but the amount of bacteria in your body is equivalent to about the weight of a small hamster. What role do study groups or partners play in preparing for the MCAT? I think these are so underrated. Study groups give you a sounding board. They give you people to ask questions to, somewhere for you to answer questions, which benefits your own learning. They're also really great for accountability. I'm not going to put off my study time on Saturday if I have people waiting for me at the library. If you could swap lives with anyone for a day, who would it be and why? I feel like I'd go for Simone Biles or something, just somebody with obscene amounts of talent and skills, something that I could never do on my own.